And welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, for another Sunday. You know what that means. It's time for a sit-down with the Bandit, the 43 car, the YSN Bandit himself. It is Corey Renforth, and this is In the Driver's Seat. I'm DJ Yoakley. I'll be trying to play point guard while you guys talk about things that actually matter and trying to enlighten people, the masses, because those of us who don't know about racing are about to get educated real quick because we brought in the champ today, Corey. We brought in the champion, le champion. Yeah. Would you like to do the introduction here?
Well, I'm not very good at these, but this is Jake. Quite the opposite of me. He wins a lot. He's not just a ready participant. I think after last night, you are the sole leader of the wins. There was a 3-man race there. Yeah. I think the other two.
Well, I know Trevor's tied with me now.
Oh yeah, Trevor got it done.
I got it done.
I didn't see how that one ended last night, so I guess we're in Ennis. He didn't win, did he? No. They were right for us. So
I know Steve Mix Jr.'s.
He's gonna be getting close because
he's at 7.
I'm steady looking at that rear bumper. So yeah, I know that look.
So let's introduce Jake. He is Jake Eakin, the number 14 car. Jake, just kind of giving everybody a little bit of update on where you're at. Last night, back-to-back wins, right?
Yes.
Back-to-back weeks, and your 8th win. Did I read that correctly? Yes. Of the season?
On the year, yes.
So a big win last night. A guy that loves your favorite color is Checkered. I know that. So it's one of those things. You're a local guy, too. Tell us about where you're from and how you got into racing.
I'm from Niles, so I've been there ever since I was born. I played basketball for Niles my 4 years of high school. And I started racing when I was 8. My uncle kind of got me into it a little bit. And I've been at Goods, what used to be Deerfield at the time when I started racing. And I've kind of just gone on from there.
What year did you graduate from Niles?
Just this year.
Just this year?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
He's a baby.
He is a little bit of a baby. So when you got into, did you know that you were going to get into this?
A little bit, kind of. I was kind of like nervous about it at first. You know, my uncle kept saying, he's like, man, you just got to try it. Just try it. And we kind of just got into it from there. Dad's a big deal on it, though.
All in.
He was pushing. He's like, come on, let's do it.
Notebook this thick, dude. He's like
taking notes.
Every time he's weighed the car.
He has it all ready to go where I start at, everything. And he's like, bing, 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 like that.
Wow.
So,
and he's a big racing guy?
Well, yeah, ever since we started getting into it. Well, really my whole family. Yeah. Now that I've into it and I've progressed the way that I have been, we're all into it now.
All right, we're going to get into kind of the dynamics of not only how you got into racing, but why you're so successful. You're a guy that constantly pushing the envelope, it looks like, and from talking to Corey. But we got to talk about what happened last night, give everybody an update on essentially the races and the race scene right now. Corey, let's start with you. Talk to me about where you started, where you finished, and kind of what you want to do to move forward next week.
Well, I was hoping we had some kind of omen where 9th place to 2nd was like the deal. I was like, hey, let's take it. So we started 9th again, finished 7th. It was a fun night. It was a lot less caution laps than last week. So like, bingo, like there. So it just seemed like everybody's kind of running the same speeds, really. Like occasionally you get a lap where you're faster than somebody, but then the next lap they're faster than you. So you kind of stay. Like I said, Jake and them guys, they can just kind of let her eat and take off, and I just don't have that, so I can get stuck in a pack pretty well. And like even Steve Mix, I think he started right in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he started 7th, and he ended up winning it. And it's like those guys that know what they're doing, man, they're gonna find their way to the front, and they do. I'm not there personally. I'm working towards that, and I like to think I'm getting closer every time to. I made big leaps from last year to this year, like speed-wise. Yeah. Like last year's 2nd place was not in the realm of that's where I'm going to be. So, but this year it's been there. So Jake drove the car yesterday. So it definitely is a driver issue. It's not.
Oh,
It's not the.
don't
It's
say
not.
that.
It's not the car.
Don't say that.
If I get according to Jim, if I quit being a truck driver, use my hands a little better.
Little hand over hand action.
Yeah, I mean, I got these tendencies. Like as long as he's been driving a race car, like start driving a race car when you're 8. I started driving a truck when I was like basically born in the damn thing. So it's like I'm an old dog here trying to learn new tricks, and it's like it's not going so well sometimes. But I work at it, and I've asked some people because if you watch my videos, like the in-car videos, like I'll turn the wheel to the left, and then I just kind of like flip it and like let my hands go, and it goes to the right real quick, and then I grab it. I don't do this consciously. It's just like, like I'm not like, all right, go left now, flip it, and then take your hands off. No, it's just something I do. Like I've noticed it when I'm watching other people's videos. I'm like, yeah, nobody else does that. Like I texted Mark Sukon. I go, hey, I've watched my videos. I watch your videos. I watch Taylor's videos. I watch other people's videos. I'm the only guy doing this. I'm assuming it's wrong. But Mark was like, I don't know. You're half a lap ahead of everybody in that heat race, so I don't know. He's like, maybe you can just keep doing it till something happens.
So let's talk about the heat race real quick. I mean, you typically come out pretty high in those heat races. I mean, you're spinning out.
Yeah, last night it did.
Well, last night's the exception to the rule. But
I mean, last night I was just lucky to get out of there alive after turn 2. It was like, whew.
So talk about the difference between a heat and a feature when it comes down to it. What are the major differences? What are the things?
Should be less aggressive. Like first off, because like there's really it's not much coming out there. You're just you're going out there to learn, to get a feel for the track that day.
Yeah, that's really it.
Essentially, it's like do your heat races. Like, okay, this is how the track feels. So these are the slick spots. These are those tacky spots. You're just basically getting a feel for the track that night. Well, last night they watered it, so it was going to be different. I think it was different.
A little, yeah.
I noticed in the feature race, I couldn't do in the heat race. I couldn't hit the bottom at all in the heat race. Like, if you hit the bottom of the track, it was throwing you to the wall. It was like, oh, you want to be down here by these tires? Here's a barrier. Here's the wall. Go up there. So if you stayed middle, you'd hold it. Now, in the feature race, it wasn't doing that. You could hold the bottom. It just wasn't fast.
No.
You
more like you said, they're in the middle, like how the heat race was.
Yeah. There's theories on this racing. Like you can take the shortest way around the track, the inside. And if you can set your car up to work down there, that can work for you.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also this higher side that's you can make smoother, like Jake does, like melted butter on bread, son. Like just straight up, just like smoothly going around there.
I think he's calling you bagel. I think he's going. That's what he's going.
Like he's on a Sunday drive, man. Just like just smoothly going around there, and that can be faster because now you're carrying more speed. You're not slowing down as much. But the bottom is the shortest way around. But the high side can just carry more speed. It's just you got to figure that out. I tried the bottom. And I found out the bottom was not the fastest last night. Just trying to getting in a group of cars, trying to pass them and trying to get the bottom, but it would hold. Like I said, just couldn't get on the throttle to pick up speed to come down a straight stretch. And so eventually, after I got passed by somebody on the outside, like I was standing still, I was like, I'll just go up there. And then, it ended up working. Ended up being able to pass some cars up there. But it was like, sometimes it takes time to figure that out. And sometimes somebody's got to show it to you. Unless you're one of the more experienced guys, it's just like.
Well, like I say, sometimes people think just like non-racers, they think that, the inside's the shortest way around, so it's going to be the fastest. But sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. Like you said,
like Mike Keefe was a good guy at running the inside, and he could make it stick and he could run it fast.
Yeah,
he did it. That was his thing. He made it work, and it worked great. He won a lot of races last year doing that, and I have hit or miss success with that. Like I might be good to run the bottom in 1 and 2, but 3 and 4, it's not.
Mm-hmm.
I have to run high if I want to run fast or the middle.
So let's talk about the intensity. Is there a different intensity between a heat race and a feature?
Yeah. I hope so. Like, for me, there is. Like, I hope everybody goes in because heat races don't pay nothing. So
No,
they don't really.
It's like,
they don't matter that much. I mean, they matter because it's a race, but not to where you're winning anything.
Gotcha.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, it should be. I mean, if you're in the front two, like Mark Sukon and Steve Mix and Jason Myers, and those three in our heat race, they were having a good battle. Like, yeah, you're going to compete, but nobody. You may not make the same move on somebody that you would in a feature race, or I mean, even a feature race. I'm pretty conservative and not really too aggressive until that white flag comes out. Then it's like, I'm going to do something different that I haven't done the whole race. I'm willing to
show your cards a little bit.
I'm willing to throw more at this on this final lap. Like, I might do something that you haven't seen me do, but it's still not going to be dirty, I hope. But it's just going to be more aggressive. Like, oh, really threw something at me there.
You said something interesting, Jake. We're going to go to you. Corey says last night that kind of everybody's moving at the same speed. Everybody's car is the same. How do you make the adjustment to try to get the checker flag if everybody's going the same speed?
Really, a lot of it's from a driver's point. Sometimes if what the track's giving you, if your car's not set up that way, you got to find something else. So you move. What I usually do is I race the track. And a lot of guys race other drivers instead of racing the track, which I've been taught that by many, many people.
Right.
And when it comes down to it, like he said, I run the high side, but sometimes that might not be there. So I have to make an adjustment and move my line middle or the bottom, and I have to figure it out. That's really all it is.
That's great. I mean, do you take that advice? Is that something that you've heard, or you're going to take with you next week?
I mean, yeah, I mean, like I said before, like, these guys getting a rhythm. There's a rhythm to that race, and he might run one lap in his line that he's used to and be like, it's not there.
Yeah,
it might take me 3 laps because I don't know. Like, I'm just like, it's got to be there. It's got to be me. It's not, that line's not the problem. The driver's the problem. Maybe some self-doubt comes in where he don't have that. He got rid of that at 9 years old, 10 years old. And like Steve and them, like, they know after one lap they're in that rhythm, and they know, like, all right, I'm gonna make an adjustment here. So lap 2 they're gonna run a different line.
I think the guys who've been there long, they've been racing for many years, more than me. They just know. It's just like a thing in the back of their head, and they know.
Jake, where does your confidence come from? It's not a swagger. It's funny. It's funny to describe because you come in here, you're one of the most humble guys that he's brought in here yet, but you've got the most checkered flags, and you have a confidence about you. Is it the hair?
Being young,
that's
being young and dumb.
I just try to have a lot of confidence in myself. That I have to do it. And you can ask my mom, my dad, anybody, and I'll be like, I'm starting in the back. I'm like, no, I don't know if I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to win. But I really think a lot of it's just from me driving ever since I was young.
Yeah.
And I have confidence. I know I can do it. I just have to do it.
Is it the reps? Like the reps that you've had since you were young that they give you and instill that confidence in you?
A little bit, yeah, but I think more so the people who have helped me through everything. A couple named Joe Gray, he built my car.
Mm-hmm.
He's taught me ever since I bought it. He said, look, you have to do this. You have to boost your confidence. You have to trust the car and the whole. I mean, I could go on and on and on about it, but he played a big part in where I'm at now with winning and being confident and humble. I have to stay humble. I can't. I'm not that kind of guy.
So you were. I saw some of the pictures on your social media page last night, this morning. You were able to to get the victories. You got all the pictures with your family, with your friends. But there was a video of your lovely girlfriend coming, and the excitement not only that you have for this racing game, but that you kind of bring with you. I mean, there's a support system for you there. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah. Well, my family's big on supporting. They've been big in sports. It starts with my grandpa. He's all about sports. I mean, grandkids, everything. He's on it. He knows everything about it. He leads all of us in the supporting. And then my mom takes after him. So she's right up there. Dad's up there. My sister, she records all my videos. And I don't give her a lot of credit, but she does really, really good. And I'm glad that, I have somebody like that. But I think really it's just a lot of people say, like, just the way that I am with everybody there. Like, I'm smiling, I'm like, well, we can get a picture if I win, or, I'll bring you over. We can get a picture now. Anything really. I'm about the fans. I love the people.
So when you got the 8th checkered flag last night, does it feel any different than the first?
So a little bit, yeah. I think as I win, or if I win, every race feels better to me.
Okay.
Like, I improved on what I did my last one, if that makes sense. But I do have to give a shout out to Steve Mick Sr. I mean, he knows his stuff. He's old, and they have. I mean, he's the oldest. He's probably one of the oldest guys there. And
he was gonna say he's old.
And he gave me a run last night for half the race. I mean, I could not pass.
An old 3 car, like Dale Earnhardt.
Yeah. Same colors and everything as it. And I mean, it was.
Give me a run for it.
He did too. I was nervous for myself. I'm like, man, he's gonna get me today.
When did you realize you were gonna get it?
I really didn't.
Okay.
Until I, not so much force the issue, but I seen an opening, and I was like, well, here's my chance, so I have to take it.
Yeah.
And I just took it, and that was. I mean, after that, I don't see anything behind me, but I know he was there for another lap or two, for sure.
Love it. All right, so we are opening up the hotline, 330-886-0813, 330-886-0813. If you want to talk to the Bandit, you want to talk to the Champ, phone lines are open. You can also comment in the comments section. Join the Bleacher Creatures here on YSN and have your voice heard right here on In the Driver's Seat. We're here with Jake Eakin. We're here with the Boomhauer Bandit, Corey Renforth himself. So when we look at this, I mean, you said you played basketball at Niles. Is there any kind of correlation to that sport and racing when it comes down to what you're doing?
No, nowhere close. Nowhere close. Basketball. I've always played basketball. I've always been a basketball kid.
Yeah.
I love watching it. But I knew that after high school, I'm like, yeah, I'm not going anywhere. I know it. I knew it. And I'm like, racing's my thing. I just have to stick with it.
Who was one basketball player that taught you a little bit on the court?
Oh, geez.
Here we go.
This is nerve-wracking every time.
Why is this nerve-wracking?
Like, who knows what this kid is?
Hi, caller, you're on In the Driver's Seat. Who are we talking to?
Jacob's sister.
Oh, all right. What would you like? What would you like to ask the Champ this morning?
How'd your video turn out?
Oh, the video? You know how you did. It turned out great. Look how it always is. Everybody loves it.
Where can people find these videos?
My YouTube channel, Jake Eakin.
Easy as that. Just look up Jake Eakin, Eakin, right?
Yep, and I should be right up on the top. You'll see a picture.
And sis, little sis, big sis, she older, younger?
Little.
She's little. Okay, so when she's taking these videos, are you giving her a stipend out of that checkbook of yours that you're collecting?
No, no.
She says no.
No.
She wants it to be known. He ain't sharing winning.
Yeah. No, I mean, she does it because she loves racing too.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's family. It's a family thing. She loves doing it. And Mom, when I was little, Mom used to videotape the stars like this as she was watching the races. So I give it to Bella, and I'm like, here, you do it. I know you do way better than Mom. So
So I guess the question is Bella, right?
yeah.
Bella, did you come to Jake or did Jake come to you to tape the races? Because that's how you make money.
I think it's more of like Jacob just telling me, hey, you video this.
There it is.
And yeah, so then I can see how I do. And I'm like, okay.
So we got to take her to business school is what I'm hearing. We got to show her how to make some money.
Yeah.
Maybe she can be the video person for YSN.
There we go. There we go. You can make some money doing that.
right.
And it sounds like all you got to do is follow that 14 car and you'll be all right.
Oh, yeah.
Any more questions for the champ or for the Boomhauer Bandit before we let you go?
No, I don't have any more questions.
She wanted her 5 seconds of fame right
Yeah,
there. That's what she
right.
wanted.
I
Bella,
did.
thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
At least it was your family, not mine.
It's funny you take that in and you know they're so supportive. Your family's so supportive of you and your success. And you know when times aren't great,
That's fine, my family.
here it comes.
You're gonna notice the difference between your family and my family. This is it.
Hey caller, go ahead. You are on in the driver's seat with the Boomhauer Bandit and the champ.
It's Steve Mix calling.
Oh, there
Oh.
he is. He's mad.
Oh
You called him old as dirt, dude.
yeah.
There he is.
Steve, what do you got to say?
I want to thank Jake for calling me old.
There it is, Jake. There's the thank you.
Yeah,
That was
I told him to say nice things about me last night.
He did.
We won't say
He
he's
did.
old. We'll say he's
And
I don't know. He experienced.
yeah,
Antique.
experience.
Antique.
He's experienced.
Steve, talk
Well,
about
then-
these two guys. Talk about Jake, number one, and what you see in this young man, and how far he's come, and what the roof is for him.
Oh, I hope he moves up next year, so it gives me a chance to stay in my class. And I hope the Bandit moves up to my class so I can rough him up a little bit.
There's not enough roughing me up after the races. Just giving me a bunch of crap.
Well, you never know.
The dirt's supposed to stay on the track, boys, not throwing it at each other here.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Steve, what's
Corey does good.
what's-
Corey's improved a heck of a lot. He's come along really good, I think, and he just got to quit leaving go of the damn steering wheel.
Yeah,
we just learned about that?
I've
Yeah, I
noticed-
just did too. I didn't know about this.
yeah, it's a. I mean, I said I'm assuming it's wrong because nobody else does it. So I guess I'll have to.
We're gonna have to work on that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to like stay in a heat race and just watch my hands the whole time. Be like, all right, don't take them off.
Get some of that stickum that the football players use and put it on the
Yeah.
steering wheel.
Yeah. Yeah, Jake, he's doing good. He's got a nice car. It's a new car, and we're pretty happy with getting second behind him, having an old antique car that I've drove since 2004.
Oh wow, wow.
And same car, same motor. Haven't done anything special to it. It's just a old antique.
So you're saying it's the driver that keeps it at the top of the polls?
2004. How old were you, Jake?
2.
You-
I was still.
Car's almost as old as you are.
Yeah, I know.
That's crazy. Steve, we're looking forward to having you on. Thanks for popping on in the driver's seat via the phone, and we'll talk
No
to you soon,
problem.
brother.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
There he is. So you guys weren't lying. You're waiting on these calls to come in, and they're coming in droves. Like we can't hang it up fast enough to let other people, because you can hear it. I don't know if you guys can see it on your side, but I can see the phone call coming in after it.
Yeah.
Like there's somebody waiting.
Yeah, I'm like, oh.
I know, and you're waiting on like death to come over.
I'm glad it was Steve.
Yeah.
One of my hillbilly family members gets on here. It's like, oh boy.
5 minutes left, Jake. We're here with Jake Eakin, the number 14 car. Jake, let's do a little rapid fire questions for you. Obviously, you went to Niles. What was your number one rivalry while you were at Niles?
Ooh, Howland.
Howland was your
Howland.
rivalry? Okay.
Yes.
And that's basketball,
Yeah.
naturally. What other sports did you play growing up?
That was it.
Just basketball
and racing.
Wow.
That's all I've done.
All right. Were you front of the class or back of the class guy when you sat down?
I was class clown, so I had to, I picked and choose depending on class.
Talk about the hair right now. The hair's out there. It's a little bit long, maybe. It probably looks good. The flow coming out of the back of that helmet, though. Anything special you're planning on for a haircut?
Well, I've made a deal with the owner, Jim Good, and if I win the championship, he's cutting it.
He's cutting it.
Yeah.
So he's buzzers are out.
Yeah, he's scissors and he's just going away. I mean, there's nothing about that. But I've been talking about with my family about it, and I kind of want to do like a fundraiser thing with them for the bleachers, like raise money to cut my hair.
Yeah.
And then give it away for them to get bleachers. That's
awesome.
kind of what I want to. It's kind of what I want to do.
Well, let us know how we can help, man. We'll put that out there for people to help you out and hopefully raise some great funds and watch you win some more races. I think that's the most important part. We have have Michael Keefe saying, "Awesome job last night, Jake. Can you stop beating up on us old guys?" LOL.
Oh man, he says that. He says that all the time.
Danielle says the hair with a bunch of emojis with the love emojis behind it. She must love the hair.
Yeah, she doesn't want me to get rid of it.
I'm just saying, coming from a guy that doesn't have much left.
Yeah, both of us.
Yeah.
Like I said, I got this mullet, but the business is going out.
You're going out of business?
Yeah, my haircut's not by Jim Good. It's by God himself. He's just taking it away from me.
We're just going to start calling your mullet Circuit City because it's going out of business.
It's going to go from Bandit to Dwight Yoakam here. You ever see Dwight Yoakam without a cowboy hat on? No, he's got the skullet, dude. It's like all gone.
Twilight Sparkle 19 Gaming says, my family is a big fan of Jake Eakin. So there you go.
That's a heck of a name.
Yeah.
Twilight
Just think
Sparkle
about
19.
it. It was half our life ago we were this dude.
I know, man. It's bad.
Sick.
It's bad. And then people will still call us young. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, you don't have these knees. You don't have these knees.
Those people are Steve Mick Sr.
There it is. There it is. All right, Jake, role model on the racetrack. Who is your role model? Who do you model your game after, so to speak?
Wow, that's a tough one there. I'd have to say Rod Jones and Vivian Jones, a father-daughter. They've helped me quite a bit ever since I started.
Words of wisdom that they've provided you that you can think of?
Vivian Jones is about 11 months older than me, and I've been racing with her ever since I was little.
Yeah.
She got a win last night.
Yeah, she. Speaking of that, she got a win at Mercer Raceway Park in a 305 sprint car.
Congratulations.
First female in 70 years.
Holy cow.
But
that's deserving of a little clap ski.
So I have to give credit to her and her dad for really her dad basically kind of made me a prodigy of him.
Yeah.
He said, "Look, you have to do this, this, and this, and you're going to be successful."
I love it.
So that's he's a big guy, and I got to say, Joe Graylick again. He's been right there with him.
Awesome. All right, so you got the on the track, your role model. Off the track, who do you look for, and who's your role model that's put you in the position where you are today?
I got to say, just really my family. I mean, Grandpa definitely is number one. He's so passionate about everybody and everything. Dad, he's always on my butt. He's like, "Dude, come on, man. You got to do this. You have to do this." Mom, she's always pushing. They're all pushing me.
Yeah. Just
to be what they know that I can be. That's really it.
Was there ever a point where it was like, all right, this is too much, and then you kind of saddled in the seat a little bit?
Sometimes, yeah. Like before races, if we have a big race where the classes are combined, and I'm like starting in the back, and I'm all down on myself. I'm like, I don't know if I can do it. And they're like, "Come on, you can do it. You can do it." And I'm like, "All right, just I'll just sit in the car and I'll just take my time, sitting there, just wait it out, talk to myself, anything like that."
Couple more comments here. Twilight getting back into it, saying we'll be seeing Jake Eakin at Butler Farm Show on the 12th of this month. He's coming out to me and my father to race there. So there's a little bit of a shout there.
I'll be watching somebody. Fans.
Emily Worth says, "So proud of you, Jake. You're a huge inspiration to the younger ones below you." So
I would like to say a shout out to them young kids like Ryan and Rich.
Yep.
I mean, Ryan Johnson, he's going to be one He's going to be a kid that's going to be, when he moves up, he'll be.
He's in the YSN fam.
Yeah.
He's in the YSN
He'll be
fam.
a driver.
You're not far behind, man. You keep throwing those checkered flags around. You'll be supporting those 3 letters as well. Last thing, shout out. Anybody you want to shout out to specifically before this baby ends?
Dad is definitely the one that I have to say the biggest shout out to. He's with me, heart and soul into it. He's all about it. He makes sure that everything's safe, everything's tightened down, everything, the whole 9 yards on that car, just for me to be safe when I'm racing.
Corey?
He's probably super nervous about you getting in my hillbilly wagon last
Oh,
night.
he was like, just take it easy.
I don't know if the safety standards are up to snuff
Just
in this
take
thing.
it easy. That's all he was saying. And no, that was fun doing that. It was fun.
Looked fast.
I saw a picture of you two. Maybe we won't have it obviously on this, but if we could show it in post, maybe of you guys in kind of sharing the checkered flag.
Yeah. I broke everybody's camera. That's why it's the last one. That's it.
Jeez.
Corey,
this is the closest I'll be to this area.
words of wisdom for young Jake here, moving forward, just in life, not necessarily in racing. I think he's got you beat in racing.
Yeah, try to stay the age you are right now. Right? Whatever research you can find to stay your age. Getting old as hell. I mean, or keep learning, I guess, man. Like whatever you can learn, talk to everybody. That's what Will Wan told me. You talk to everybody, you can learn something from everyone. Even if they're not a good person, you'll learn what not to do. Like that's how he told me.
This week you're taking the week off, correct?
Yeah. Jake will be at Sharon Speedway. I'll probably go to watch and support those guys. But I'm gonna change oil and do some maintenance stuff on the car.
Stuff that needs to be taken care of.
Yeah.
Keep it on the track.
Yeah, just to try not detonate another engine. I don't want to do one a year. It gets pricey that way.
Guest for next week? Do we know yet?
It'll be Steve Mix Jr.
Oh, yeah. Baby!
So I was like, we get him in so everybody can put a face to the name of the leader of our class. There, just whooping. Just putting straight whoopings on me all the time. Starts behind me. I see a yellow blur go by me. Oh, there's Steve.
Last comment from Lisa Wardle says, way to go, Jake. And me and kids are watching. So, dude, you seem to be a crowd favorite. You seem to be a favorite of the younger generation. So,
yeah, I put a lot of focus to the younger kids.
Good for you. I mean,
especially the racers. I'm like, I like to teach them some things that I've known from my experience racing their cars.
Awesome. You were them one time, yeah.
Well, not very long ago.
Yeah, you're right. Not long ago.
We want to thank you on behalf of all of us at YSN for stopping by. Bringing some energy to the show this morning, and for the kids. I mean, that's what we do. It's a lot for the younger generation. To keep that going, man. We wish you all the best. We wish you as many checkered flags as you can. To be the what was that? Caleb Dressel of the racing world. So that guy, every time he races in the pool, he ends up with a gold medal. So we hope to see you pulling in some checkers, for the rest of your time. And we want to say we knew you went. So keep it on, and we appreciate you, man. Boomhauer, any final thoughts here?
Nope.
Let her fly.
Everybody love everybody.
ELE. That's going to do it for In the Driver's Seat for this first edition in August. DJ Yoakley, on behalf of all of us YSN, thanks for tuning in. Jake, the Bandit, we're out.